you expect a cabinet position? I mean, how have you been able to digest this? Or are you still in that shock mode?
Jimmy, I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell you think I'm doing?
I think they call that 0 for 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
right, exactly.
What's your opinion of why it went this way? Why Americans voted the way we did?
Sometimes America is just gonna America. You think you move forward, and honestly, you know what? I blame those damn Cheerio commercials and showing all those interracial couples. You scared the out of white people.
Wanda Sykes has always been sharp, but her take on Trump's presidency will leave you questioning everything. Why does she think the public's reaction to his lies was the real disaster? And what role did Melania's eerie silence play in all of this? Let's break down the comedy and the commentary. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. When we think about presidents, there's usually an expectation they act, well, presidential. You know, steady hand on the wheel, leader of the free world kind of vibes. Then came Donald Trump, who smashed that idea into tiny, Twitter-sized pieces. His behavior was so far from the norm that Wanda Sykes joked it felt like hiring your 70-year-old uncle to DJ a nightclub.
That if Joe Biden did something like that,
oh my God,
he'd have a blimp with Joe Biden farted on it, flying over the courtroom.
Oh yeah, they would pump sound in. They would like put a mic right by his butt.
So it's all fair game in that case.
Yeah, because you can't make fun of him. I mean, the Trump people get really upset.
Right.
Some of them been coming to my show, and again, I'm like, why are y'all here? I hear, and they actually make that noise, and they get up, and it's like, like.
You can't act surprised when the guy is confused by the buttons. He's 70 and set in his ways, she quipped, a sharp reminder that the chaos wasn't out of character, it was exactly what we should have seen coming. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Sykes didn't just blast Trump, she turned the criticism on us. She called out how so many people became desensitized, almost immune, to his daily circus. Think about it, how many times did Trump say something completely outrageous, only for everyone to roll their eyes and move on? Another lie? What else is new? That collective shrug wasn't just an accident, and Sykes made sure to hammer that truth home. She took it even further by pointing out how Trump's priorities often felt like a twisted joke. Instead of tackling something monumental like climate change, he decided the real problem was transgender people serving in the military.
The finger pointing and all, that's not really helping.
Yeah, what is the point of that?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's your fault. It's it just happened. Women tear each other apart over a dude, so why do you think, this wasn't gonna happen? Like the Real Housewives, I mean, they do the same thing. I mean, come on. Y'all need to watch more Bravo. Why are you shocked? I mean, have you seen The Bachelor? So you target a community that's less than 1% of the population.
It was decisions like these, Sykes joked, that made him more of a petty king than a president. The problem, she argued, is that we let him. Time after time, the media plastered his antics across every screen like it was normal, and we just kept watching. Ratings over responsibility, Wanda pulled no punches there. And speaking of things that felt off, that's where Melania comes in. Sykes hilariously framed her silence, not just in words but in presence, as its own statement. Was it quiet rebellion, or something more cold and calculated? That, Wanda said, is where the real mystery lies. For all Trump's noise, Melania's silence somehow managed to create its own ripple effect, amplifying the absurdity. The real punchline? Wanda wasn't simply aiming her humor at them. Her comedy was a mirror aimed at all of us. And honestly, it's hard to laugh too loudly when you realize she's kind of right. Melania Trump's public image was like a high-stakes poker face.
On a more positive note, are you enjoying the Trump trial?
I am enjoying the Trump trial. I really am. Yeah, I know they say he's passing gas and everything.
I don't want you. I don't think. Don't be offended. I hope not. It's just that everyone loves Carol Burnett.
I
mean,
love
not that-
Carol Burnett.
Okay, good.
I started to go, shoot, I'm out of here. I'm coming back tomorrow. So I like that I'm watching it from home.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be in that room, But the thing is, he's old. So that's what happens when you're old. You fall asleep and you toot a little bit.
She stayed poised, quiet, and gave almost nothing away. While Donald Trump was out there ranting, raving, and waving his hands like a man auditioning for a role in a disaster movie, Melania seemed to operate on an entirely different frequency. Her silence became its own sort of spectacle, whether standing stone-faced during a press conference or swatting Trump's hand away mid-photo op. Her actions, or lack thereof, sparked endless speculation. Was she sending a secret message? Or was she simply uninterested in the whole circus? Wanda Sykes couldn't resist turning this mysterious silence into comedic gold. She joked that Melania's silence said more than any of Trump's speeches ever could, and with fewer words. One time, while the former president was busy lighting up Twitter with unhinged rants, Melania didn't say a thing, which Sykes pointed out was equally unsettling. It wasn't just her refusal to comment, it was her whole demeanor, like someone standing still while chaos rages behind them.
I think they call that 0 for 3.
Right, exactly.
Why do you? What's your opinion of why it went this way? Why Americans voted the way we did?
Sometimes America is just gonna America.
So it's all fair game in that case.
Yeah, because you can't make fun of him. I mean, the Trump people get really upset.
Right.
Some of them been coming to my show, and again, I'm like, why are y'all here? The finger pointing and all, that's not really helping.
Yeah, what is the point of that?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's your fault. It's your fault. It just happened. I really am. I know they say he's passing gas and everything.
You have to wonder, did she really oppose everything, or was she so detached that she just didn't care? That's what made Melania such a Rorschach test for the public. Some people viewed her as a victim, trapped, perhaps, in a world she never wanted to be part of. Others took a less sympathetic view, calling her complicit. After all, silence can't always be neutral, especially when it's happening during some of the most controversial moments of a presidency. And, of course, Trump was giving the media and public plenty to talk about, from wild accusations to baffling policy decisions. Melania, by doing nothing, almost added to the absurdity. But here's the kicker. Sykes's take on Melania went deeper than just jokes. She suggested this silence might have actually helped normalize Trump. Picture it, a composed first lady standing next to an unhinged president. That contrast might have made his erratic behavior look like business as usual. Whether intentional or not, Melania became part of the narrative, proving that sometimes, saying nothing can still make a lot of noise. Wanda Sykes's comedy.